Hey friends, Neil with Tint Masters here. We're going to show you how to heat shrink the back window. So the Dodge Charger is probably the hardest standard back window on any traditional like car that you see on the streets all the time. So when you're learning how to tint, if you can do one of these, you can do 90% of normal vehicles. So we're going to start. These are the tools that you're going to need when you do a back window. This is the cleaning tool, so we're going to slap the scrubby pad on there, and we're going to scrub the back window clean. We're going to use this to prep the back window as a dryer sheet. Then we're going to use these all as our 3 different squeegees to squeegee out the window. This and this is to get down to back bottom, and these will be the squeegee out the top. So those are the tools that you'll need. We're going to start with the heat shrink. So what I want to do is I want to lightly just mist that window twice, and then I'm going to rub this up and down right here, and it's going to take a little bit for this to dry. I know people use soap bars and different other things, but I like to use just a dryer sheet here. Sometimes if I'm really fast, I want to use baby powder because you don't have to wait for it to dry. Another thing too, I had to take this third brake light out because I don't tint around brake lights. I tint behind them because it looks so much better. All right, so we're going to stop the video and let that dry because it usually takes about maybe 2 or 3 minutes to dry. So if I was doing this car, I would prep that window first and then start tinting the sides. And I always tint the back one last because I got to do the most prep process on it. Okay, so the dryer sheet is already cured. You can tell like it's kind of turned into a white type of thing. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to make sure it covers up the top. And I'm just going to tack this down lightly. So I can get this tool right here and just kind of pull it this way so it stays tacked down. And I'm putting that knife in that slit of the box right there so it kind of cuts it straight. All right, then when I'm done with the film, I'm kind of just going to set it back out of the way. All right, so now I know it's higher on the top, higher in the bottom because I don't want to cut it short. I'm going to lift this back so I can see this black edge right here. And I'm just cutting it, just a straight line there. I'm looking at the white part of the car. I'm just going to cut that about the same distance from the white part of the car because, again, you don't want to cut it short. So I just want to run up a straight line right there. All right, and then I can kind of see it's touching the top a little bit right there. So I want to give myself a little bit of room from the top. So you can see right here why this is kind of a harder car because you got some bigger fingers that you kind of got to deal with. So now we're going to hook up our heat gun. I like to use a glove instead of a card because I can smooth it down with my hand and use different fingers compared to trying to do it, which is a card that doesn't have fingers. What I want to do is I want to get that finger going upwards, and I want to start kind of closer to the side and shrink it that way a little bit. Okay? I'll push the finger towards the middle because here's the flat part of the window. Okay? So see, your finger is going straight up. I'm looking for waves in the tint. So looking for the tint to make waves like an ocean. So see, I got a finger going this way and one going this way. So I want to like kind of use my heat gun in little patterns back and forth. Okay. So I want to kind of hold that up. If I had an H pattern, yeah, it would keep it straight, but then look how big that finger is compared to now I can kind of split it and make it a little smaller over here on this side. So I want to kind of hold this up a little bit and work that back and forth. And now I can work over here because I want to work an even heat shrink. So I heated that up to here. So now I can work the middle. Now don't shrink that middle because that's already really easy. I want to get these other fingers and make them smaller to the middle. The bottom's not as hard as the top, so I can work that a little bit faster, split that finger. So notice I'm just running it like kind of like a robot back and forth. Now at the bottom, once I'm done, then I want to put the heat gun kind of straight on there and knock that bottom out. All right, so I'm working an even shrink. This finger's a little bit bigger right here, so work that down. See how it's turning into a sideways wave, so slowly working down back and forth. I don't want to skip over top of that. Middle lay. Now I can swirl around these points that are already a little sensitive right there. It's already above the vehicle. So like if you came up here, I don't know if you can see good from the camera, but that the black part of the window is right here. So this is already shrunk. But like as practice, like it gets harder at the top, so I can try to heat shrink this the whole way without creasing it, just for practice. All right, so this doesn't look like this is heat shrunk, but it is. So you can always test it by, you want to put water underneath there. This is a learning thing when you learn at the beginning, because you may not think that's heat shrunk. So smooth out the window with my hand so you don't crease it, just in case you didn't think that was going to lay down. So you're like, oh, I don't know, that doesn't look good. But I've been tinting for 15 years, so I can tell that was going to lay down. So I'll smooth it down with my hand, and then your tool, so you don't crease it. All right, so what we're doing is we're shining this light right here on the outside of this black, so we can trim out. We want just I would say a smooth 1/8 of an inch the whole way around the window. So that thing's whole cut out, ready to go. So what we're doing for this video is we're gonna show you 2 different installs. The first install we're gonna show you is we're gonna reverse roll this on the glass. All right, I'm pushing that side a little bit, but I mean, my top, see this little wrinkle right here in the plastic on the clear liner? I wanna make sure that's as smooth as possible. So now I'm gonna lay down up here in the car. All right, I'm gonna leave my piece of tint over here on the side, but make sure it's in a good clean spot. I'm gonna wet my whole window. Make sure you get up in there behind the light. All right, then when I'm down at the bottom, I wanna go straight down. All right, so everything's super clean. Now, this is where I'm gonna have to make sure it's clean and you got everything off of there. Okay, and then to get that very bottom, I wanna use my Titan right here. Make sure it's clean. I'm gonna hold my finger on the side so I can get some pressure. The only spot I didn't get would be right there. So I can make sure that's clean and I can come up the side like that with the window. Okay, we got the meta glasses on now so you can see what this looks like on the inside. Okay, so I wanna make sure I get that light wet up in there, really flushing that bottom out. I know that this is gonna line up the same way. So what I'm doing here is, all right, I'm gonna lean up a little bit more so I can get this liner, so you can see how that liner loops off right there. Okay, I'm gonna grab it by my thumb and grab it here, get it loose, and I'm just gonna open up the film and start unrolling it onto the deck. This is a reverse roll method. I'm gonna show you a Frankenstein next. All right, so just getting right there, that top may wanna curl back, so I'm gonna get that wet, get this side wet, so it doesn't curl back on me. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reverse roll this 3/4 of the way across. Okay, just like that. All right, and then I'm gonna slide these hands, get that wet again so it drops down. I'm gonna slide these hands and my body, I'm gonna get underneath the film, okay, and Frankenstein it from there onto the glass. So we're gonna show you the full Frankenstein method, but this is the half. Okay, so I can see through the film this light gap down in there. So watch it go away. Okay, now I can bring the film up because I'm only working, this is a control method, so I'm only working with half the film instead of trying to Frankenstein the whole thing in the window. So now I can smooth that down with my hand. And now see the light gap? The light gap's gone. So now I know once the light gap's gone at the bottom, the film's gonna be lined up at the top. So now I got 3/4 of the film on. Now I can pull this liner off, okay? I can kind of lay the film down, and I can work this film across this window. Okay, bring the top up on first, and then I'll get the bottom off. Once my top is in like this, then I can just Frankenstein. You might get, see how I sprinkle finger it down, and then I can lay it on like that. Okay. That film's nice and smooth. Everything's down. We're good to go. We're going to show you the Frankenstein method, how to do this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use the same piece because this is just gonna be for practice. All right, so I'm gonna take my hands like, I'm gonna get them a third of the way on each side, and I'm gonna run them up. Notice how I'm popping my forearms up to bring them up. Once I get the film like 3/4 off, then I'm gonna bring the film in like this. All right, so you've seen people probably do videos of this. They call it Frankenstein because I'm walking like Frankenstein. It's a little difficult because I gotta learn how to get the film in with the seat down because the headrests are in the way. So the way I do this, I bring the film all the way in where I'm looking at the film, get my left foot up in there, stuff my head underneath. All right, I can see and control the film. Now I'm leaning against this back seat to give me room to get my left foot in, and now my feet are in. All right, so now I'm sliding my body up in here, and now I'm getting the film up on the glass, just like this. All right, so I like it this way. All right, I'm controlling the whole piece of film. I can hold this up a little bit, reach down there, tap that to the glass, and then I can slide my hands down in, bring my hands up, flip them over, slide them down, and now a bubble right there on the bottom. I want that to pull it up. Now, I saw it just go flat to the glass right there in that section. That's what I want. So it's flat to the glass. I can slide this down and then slide my hands up. So I don't want it all the way up because I don't want to touch the top. But I want it even on both sides so I don't crease my side spots right over in here. So notice a little to the left. So I got to bring it down and to the right. All right. Now I can slide it down until that light gap's gone. I can see the light gap disappeared. Once that light gap's gone, I know I'm safe to bring the film the whole way up. All right, got the film in there. It's installed perfect, no light gap. Now I can squeegee out the film. All right, so we just finished showing you two different methods to do a back window. We had the reverse roll, flop it up and peel off the liner, and then we had the Frankenstein method. Both methods work perfectly fine. It's just a matter of what you practice the most. So the amount of practice you put in at one of these is gonna be where you perfect it. I learned perfecting the Frankenstein method, so if I need a go-to and the window's gotta be perfect, that's what I'm gonna use. If you're bigger, getting the back window, the Frankenstein method is gonna be harder. So if you're a bigger guy, it's gonna be easier to reverse roll it on the deck and lift it up and pull the liner.